Ladies and gentlemen, I have with me YouTuber, entrepreneur, pro BMXer, and boxer Ryan Taylor. How are you doing, sir? Certified.
I'm
Certified.
good. I'm good, my man. How are you? Thanks for
I'm
asking.
I'm all right, man. I'm all right. Early mornings are not really like usuals for me, but I'm so happy that we got the time to do this. I'm really appreciate you coming on, man.
Now let's do this. I just finished in the gym doing some rounds with Deji. He's in there working hard. He's going crazy. So
I
thought I'd
was
come and check in on my brother and see what he's doing. But he's strong, man. He's good.
I was going to ask you about that actually because I know that you was in Birmingham yesterday. If I was, because obviously I seen your stories that you were with Deji coming out. How's he doing against with his training to lead up to Fusey? How's he been doing?
Yeah, he's good, man. He's got this. A lot of people, they don't have faith in him. They think, because he's lost his fights and because of what his older brother says and stuff. But I got faith in him, bro. He's strong. He's just his confidence gets knocked, you know what I mean? But I
Mm.
think with this one now, he's looking really strong, bro. He's firing punches out. He's not holding back. I think he's had enough of the bullshit and he's really letting them fly now. You know what I mean? So we just had a good spot and we've done a bunch of rounds. So
So do you
yeah,
believe?
man.
So do you
And we're,
believe
and we're
like
not and
he's?
we're not using head guards in the spar either. We're not sparring with
Oh
head guards, so
wow!
it's even better.
So you're going
Perfect.
full blast in, and he's taking
Yeah.
it. He's taking it like a man, and everything's.
And
He
yeah,
seems
he
so.
caught me on a very good one. Man, I felt my nose bone go straight up into my head.
Oh
So
wow!
he got me on a good one, man.
Well, I mean, obviously that must prep you for your fight against Anthony Taylor, which we'll go into in a bit. But obviously I see you're back in the UK, you're back in London. Obviously I know that you're always in Dubai as well. Like, do you always go back and forth? Like, do you have a place in Dubai as well? Or is it literally just like you go back and forth?
I live in Dubai now. I sold all my cars, my house, everything's gone.
Oh wow! So
I'm now
literally you're
fully,
just
I'm
now in
fully.
London just for
It feels weird.
traveling.
It feels weird to come and visit the UK and ask my friends, yo, can I crash at your place? Yo, can I borrow your car? Like it's weird. So I'm fully visiting the UK. So it's good though, man. I feel now that I'm visiting the UK. I'm coming here. Taking advantage of everything that I feel like maybe I took for granted before, and
Mm.
now I'm using it to its full potential. You know what I mean? So it's good,
Mm.
man. I was a little bit more comfy in London before when I was living here, and yeah, now I've been mad busy. I've been all over the place. Like literally every other day, I'm literally like London, Birmingham, Manchester, London, Birmingham, like back and forth. So I've been rehearsing for the Commonwealth Games in Birmingham. So
Oh wow! How's
yeah,
that going for you?
yeah. Make sure you're watching the opening ceremony. You might see a familiar face in it.
We'll definitely check you out, my brother. So, I mean, were you here during the most recent heat wave that we've been having?
Heat wave. What was that,
So it's because we had like last week we had
bro? I was
40 degrees
here,
on
man.
record.
Come on, I was here, man. I've been in Lagos. I've been in Jamaica. I live in Dubai. It's hot there all the time, in it. So this heat wave wasn't a heat wave, but I think the English people, they manifested what they wanted because, as you can see now, those miserable grey clouds, all that miserable energy and that negative energy that people were pushing towards. Oh, it's too hot. It's this. It's that. Like now they got what they wanted. And it's grey. It's cloudy. I got my hoodie on.
Yeah. So I
But yeah,
guess I get
I was living it. I was living it, bro. Honestly, I was living it.
yeah.
I come from Dubai straight back to the UK, and the sun was blazing. I was loving it. And everyone was complaining, and it's like now it's cloudy and stuff. And look, I'm complaining too. It's like you can't please everybody. Everyone's moaning all the time,
We're
innit?
a bunch of moaning fucks a lot of the time anyway, as far as Brits. So
I
you
know,
can't.
man.
It's a lose-lose situation. But
For real.
I guess like from your perspective of living in Dubai now, that you have a different appreciation for when you come over to the UK. So you must feel it's just like it's all different the way you logically see things when you come over.
Yeah, when I come from Dubai, when I'm in London, I look around I look around my back all the time. I'm checking everything. It's still we're still in the place of there's a lot of crime here in it. Whereas in
Gotcha.
Dubai, there's no crime at all, bro. Everyone loves
Yeah.
each other. Everybody respects each other. If you do something, there's serious consequences. You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, Dubai is for me is honestly the best place in the world. It's
Mm.
always sunny. I've never checked the weather once since I've been in Dubai. Like I've never checked how hot it is, how cold it is, or it's raining or not.
Mm.
The every day of those just positive, bro. It's clean, nice energy, and honestly, that's what I moved for.
I love
Living in
that.
living in London, I dealt with just so much negative energy, bro, and just so many
Yeah.
people that are not happy to see others grow. You know what I mean? Dubai is full
Mm.
of people that are positive and want to uplift, and also want to build onto the next opportunity and grow into something else. So For me, it's a much more positive place to be in. It's a much more better space to be in. So I like it.
It definitely seems progressive, man. I saw on your stories, yeah. I just wanted to get to a few things before we go into your fight. That you said that you're the least problematic as far as being a Pisces. That Pisces are the least problematic. Do you want to elaborate on that? Because I mean, I don't think that I'm anywhere problematic. I'm just saying, being biased, but you know.
Just so you know, as you said that, look who pulled up.
Mad.
But
Mad.
Anyway.
Yeah,
I think Pisces are definitely the least toxic. I definitely think we are it's in terms of relationships.
Right.
This isn't in terms of problematic in real life, innit?
Oh, okay. I need to have that cleared up. You get me?
Yeah. Clear things up a little bit there. But as a Pisces, we're the ones that we want to commit to a relationship. Once we find someone, we'll hold on to it.
Okay, so a quick few questions because I'm very, very curious about it. So, what sign other than Pisces is the least problematic to you?
The least other than Pisces?
Yes.
Oh, I'm gonna get in trouble there. I would say Capricorn.
I love you, bro, because I'm a Capricorn myself.
Yeah, we'll leave it there. We'll leave it there.
Yes, I got that. What sign have you dated the most?
None, man. I don't date anybody.
Okay, and then what sign has given you the most lessons?
Gemini.
Okay, interesting.
Gemini.
All right, cool. I hear that.
I'm good for that.
All right, cool. I see that you and Auntie Joshua were on a beach in Dubai, like recently. I see on your Instagram. Like, it's interesting because at Showstar Boxing, you were in his dressing room at the time. How did you guys first meet?
AJ come to watch a fight and he couldn't get in. I put him on the guest list and he was at the door. It's terrible organized fight, whatever that was, that Showstar stuff. Obviously, that would never happen again.
Mm-hmm.
But AJ was on my guest list. That's my bro, man. That's my family. The whole gang is Heine. Lance, everyone, all the boys in it. That's my crew, man. They're my boys, and we connected outside the boxing. I just connected because of my love for my sport with the bikes, the cars, all this crazy stuff. And obviously AJ's a complete different caliber. He's an absolute monster. And I will just say now, anyone that's willing to bet on this Usyk and
Joshua
AJ fight, I'm down in it. I'm down. I'm putting all my money on AJ. He's definitely taking it home.
Well,
AJ's my boy, man. We met in Dubai. We met in Dubai properly. We've been around before, a couple of other places, but we never really connected. You know what I mean? But in Dubai, we're properly connected, and we was all out there having a good time. And then the swimming race that we did, I will say it. Even though I did beat him, the water was definitely very choppy, and it was pushing us all the way. That's why when he swam over, he smacked me in the back of the head. And then he started grabbing it, but we were just messing about. We was having fun, and it was a good laugh. But he's been spending a lot of time out in Dubai. As I said, it's the best place in the world, bro. Everyone's there.
I can see you're very passionate about it. And just to touch on before we get into the crutches and everything, I've seen that you were at Jamal Edwards' mural. Rest in peace to Jamal Edwards. I know he must have meant a lot to you personally. What did he mean to you? And obviously he's meant a lot for the culture. Oh, right. I could see it. I could see it right there.
Oh, that was my family, bro. He's here with us anyway.
He's here in spirit, man. His legacy will live on, man.
That's a person that will never be recreated, bro. Jamal is one of a kind, bro. I've never met anyone like him, and I'm sure that I'll never meet anyone like him in my life. You know what I mean? He definitely set the levels for me. He was like literally one of, if not the first guy to ever put me on. I was in Birmingham. I was riding my bikes. I was doing stuff. I never really come to London. He was the guy who, first time to come to London, come and ride your bike. Let's get a video. Let's do stuff for SBTV. Jamal was the king of finding new talent, and he always found the next person that was popping, the next person to, be the biggest star, and never, ever once asked me for anything. Always was a guy that was, giving and just building and growing and only cared about other people winning. Best person in the world, bro. best person in the world, best person I've ever met in my life, and I'll put that on anything, bro. He's my brother.
I put that on God because I'll briefly say that I got a chance to meet him all those years ago at Wireless 2014, and he was taking a break. I went up to him, and I was at the start of my career, and I asked him for advice, and he was willing to chat to me for about 10 minutes.
Time for everybody.
Yeah, he makes time for I don't know how he does it. He makes time for everybody. And he gave me advice of never give up. There will be a point where your career will blossom into something great. And it's funny because I managed to message him a month before he passed, and just to tell him how much I appreciate him. And he was just saying, "Thank you so much, bro. I really appreciate it." And how humble the guy is, man. What a legend.
Can't be recreated, bro. Self-belief. Every day, bro. That's what it is, isn't it? You gotta believe in yourself, but you keep pushing, you keep grinding, bro. You get what you want in life.
Literally that. So let's get into it then. So I've seen you at Showstar. I've seen you at Kingpin. Obviously, it's been well documented with the now infamous headbutt back in March. You said in an interview where you were with Joshua Ridgewell that the 3 weeks training that you had in lead up to the fight, you had everything set, and then come the fight, you literally forgot everything in that moment. But obviously coming now that you're facing Anthony Taylor in Dubai this Sunday on the 31st of July, how has training camp been, and how's that compared to the last set of training that you did? How's that prepared you better this time around?
It's been good, last time before the famous headbutt, I had 2 weeks to get ready. So, it was definitely not enough time. And that's also the first time that I'd ever stepped in the ring. I messed around with kickboxing and boxing a bit when I was a kid, but never really took it serious. You know what I mean? So the DK fight, that was the first time ever getting in the ring. So it wasn't enough time, and whatever happened. It's done now, innit? And I guess everything happens for a reason, and we're doing what we're doing. But honestly, before the Slim fight was the best that I felt, and then after the whole situation, I kind of stopped training because it was just such a negative space. I was like, oh, it's happened again and it's done. Then they announced that I couldn't box and all this crap happened. And it's like, I think they forgot the professional boxing stuff and then the entertainment of what we're doing with the YouTube stuff. Of course, it's stepping into a professional space, but, it is entertainment. And that's why I even said to Slim after the whole situation, I said, bro, even though you started it, I'm still cool and I'm happy to run the whole event. And we've got plenty of time to, get rested, keep training. I was in the gym the 2 days after, and my eye was completely busted as well. He called me good, but I said to him, it's good promo. I don't think it's a problem. He just went on it, and honestly, I think he felt the power of the hand in it, and he honestly didn't want it.
Yeah.
So that's done. But now leading up to this one, it's been a bit on and off. I've not been as hard and on it as much as I wanted to be, just because of the stuff I've been doing with the Commonwealth as well. Driving up and down the country, being back in the UK, the fight's back in Dubai. But it is what it is, and we can only push as much as we can in it. Either way, we're getting in the ring on the 31st of July, and we're gonna see what happens, bro. I'm not bothered in it. If I had to go and fight now, even after sparring, I would have to get it done now. You know what I mean? It is what it is. So we're gonna get it cracking, bro. It should be good, and I think it's a time that people can say, oh, okay, well, yeah, the band Ryan, the Stots have been doing this, but just because of this whole, whatever it's called, cancel culture, people commenting, saying negative stuff, but you can still do whatever you want in it. This is why you can't take the internet too serious, bro. There's so much negativity and so many people that can access a mobile device and quickly put a comment on a post. They don't see how that's being received on the other end.
Yeah.
For me, bro, literally, I couldn't give a shit in it. You know what I mean? My mom and dad are good. My family's good. My son's good. Everything's good. You know what I mean? I'm fine. So for me, I'm happy, bro, and I focus on my shit. You know what I mean? So
I'm curious because obviously, you've been doing YouTube for a long time, and obviously, you're all over the socials. You're well recognized within, the fans in the community that really look up to you and stuff like that. How have you been able to keep thick skin for so long? Like you just said that, at this point, I don't give a shit in terms of what people think of me. I'm doing what I need to do. How are you able to navigate yourself through life and not have any of those sort of comments affect you, knowing that, we're at the stage where, mental health is really talked about predominantly these days?
I just wake up every morning and realize where I am and then realize where I've come from. So even it don't matter what I'm going to do in this day, you know what I mean? I'm still much better off than I was before, you know what I mean? So I think, honestly, I really don't care. Of course, there's a lot of shit that you see and you're like, it'd be better if it was positive. It'd be better if it was, you know, something in a positive space. But you're never gonna please everybody, and it's much easier to piss people off than it is to please them. So
that's true.
You know, I believe that
that's true.
In real life, the people that actually know me and are around me, you know, I got no issues with anybody. I got no issues with anyone in the world as personally, and the people that I'm with on the day to day. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But in terms of social media and that aura that is given off, and I've said this before about Jake and Logan as well. It's like before when I used to do videos with them in the States, and until I met them, I was kind of like, you know, I never knew how to take them. And then when I met them, I was like, yo, these guys are proper cool. The sound lads, you know what I mean? And it's just that internet persona, whatever you give off, it isn't for everybody, bro. You're never going to please everybody. You're never going to make everybody happy. So you might as well, as long as you're good, bro, that's all that matters. And as long as you're good and you got to keep pushing, bro.
I love your philosophy, man. I love how you always turn whatever's negative into a positive and keep that as your mental state. I like that.
It could always be a lot worse, bro.
Always be a lot worse. Always that. We interviewed Anthony Taylor on the Showstar Fight Night, and he told us at the time that he would happily face Deji and Ennison Gibb in 6 rounds, 3 rounds apiece. Now, of course, obviously, you're fighting him this Sunday. I mean, what do you make of that statement, and how do you think you'll get the upper hand?
I think he's been reaching for a long time. He's been trying to fight everybody. He's been trying to get his followers up. He's been around a lot of good people, and he's been around a lot of big faces in this game already, and it hasn't worked out for him yet. So I don't know what his plan is. I don't know what he's doing wrong, but clearly he's doing something wrong in it. You know, he's had plenty of opportunities. He was in Bellator. He was a professional MMA fighter. He was around there. He wasn't there for long, and then now he's come into this YouTube space, entertainment space, and honestly, I don't know what his goal is in it. I feel like he's quick to call out anybody and say stuff, but I don't know. I think there's a big difference. He's the one that's calling out a lot of people. I've got these guys in my DMs, Bryce Hall, messaging me all the time. All these bigger guys that are considered the big fighters in this whole fucking YouTube boxing space. They're messaging me, talking shit in it. So anyone knows I'm down to get in the ring. I don't care about anything, bro. I'm ready in it. You know, I'll come from BMX championships and landing on my face and knocking my teeth out and breaking all the bones in my body. So, you know, this for me and moving and boxing around, you know, it's a new sport that I'm passionate about. So honestly, bro, I'm having fun with it, and I'm excited to see where it goes.
Well, speaking of Bellator MMA fighters, you've been training with Kane Musa. How's that been going as far as, like, you know, he must be kicking your ass?
My big bro, man, Kane's an absolute beast. And, you know, he's got a fight coming up this year as well. His fight's in September.
Yeah.
And Kane's been on his shit. And that gym in Manchester, the top team in Manchester, all of the savages in there, bro. You know, I'll be honest, I'm here right now at Rathbones Gym in central London with Deji and the King Kenny and the boys. And, you know, it's I just said to Daly as well, I said it's a nice environment to be in. You know, you got hand wash and lotion in the sinks, and there's like there's hand towels to use instead of like tissues or a hand dryer. The one in Manny, bro, like there's no tissue in the toilet if you need a shit.
Oh,
like
wow.
It's rough, bro. There's like the showers. Oh, bro, it's a proper like, yeah, man. You know what you're there for if you're in that gym in Manchester, bro. That top team in Manchester.
Yeah.
That's where the savages are coming from. If someone's training there, bro, yeah, just make sure you're ready in it, because there's only savages coming out of there, bro. There's nothing else. 100% pure savages. They're all leaving there with black eyes and bust up nose and bust up lips. Every single session I've been there, bro, people are leaving there they're going to war every session.
Wow, they're not messing around. How's Daly doing? Because I interviewed him a couple of months ago, and I've been speaking with him on and off since then. Like, how's he been doing?
He's good, bro. I just seen him here. Well, the last time I seen him was at the last event, isn't it? The headbutt situation.
Yeah. So that was the last time you saw him, and you just saw him today. Okay. And then obviously, yeah, go on.
And then no, he's good. He's in there training. He's working hard. That gym is but they're just in there filming some stuff and moving around. And he's getting ready. Deji getting ready. The boys look solid. They had a good spar yesterday. They were sparring with someone. And they were going all the rounds. The boys are looking solid, bro. They're looking really good.
I'm looking forward to see what they can achieve next, even with yourself, man. And of course, like you briefly mentioned about Slim, and I just want to touch on this quickly. Where are you guys at now? Because I've seen the video of you explaining what was happening as far as the situation of you know,
Unfortunately, I had to do a video.
yeah, I know you said that you had to do a video, but outside of that now, are you guys still looking to get a fight in? Because you said you would put all your money up if anything, but where are you guys now? Is there even talks of it, or is it kind of in the back burner?
You know, I think this kid is the biggest victim on YouTube. You know, when he wants to be a cool guy and, you know, a tough guy is from Brooklyn and is from New York. And then, you know, when he's feeling sorry for himself and he's hating the situation and he's not happy, he starts talking about Yemen and all this stuff. And I don't get it, bro. The guy's literally in two different minds. I think he's a really big victim. He's always cried wolf. And honestly, I'm surprised that it even got as far as what it actually did. I think unless Slim does get in the ring with me, then his career is done. You know, as far as I'm aware, he doesn't have any companies, doesn't have any businesses. I believe he's still living at home with his family. I mean, there's nothing against that, but you know, he's not really done anything in his career that's to say, you know, he's achieved certain accolades and stuff, other than being a victim and just causing issues for people and being negative. You know what I mean? So I'm ready. I'm definitely ready to fight him whenever he wants, like, you know, as short notice as possible. I don't care. Definitely ready to get in there with him. And yeah, whenever he wants it, I'm ready, bro.
Okay. Well, switching gears, let's get into your BMXing because, like we talked about, you've been traveling all over the world. You've been doing it for a number of years. Obviously, you got your business going on with BMXing as well. So, where did the passion of BMXing come from? Because I'm gonna guess that your parents must have bought you a bike from when you were younger, and then you just were intrigued with it straight away. So, where did it all come from?
I wish my family bought me a bike when I was younger. I was way too naughty to get a bike, bro. You know, I was always arguing with my mum and dad. I was always running away. I was always in fights in school, getting into shit, robbing shit, just causing issues in it. So, I mean, I ended up like acquiring a bike. I used to just be with a bunch of different sorts of guys growing up in it. So, I robbed the bike. I had a bike. It was a Diamondback. And I started riding a bike at the skate park and just got into it, found a passion for it, started filming videos myself at the skate park. And, you know, instead of going to the skate park to see who's got the next bike and what next one we can get off on, you know what I mean? We started going there and I started defending the boys at the skate park. I'd be there riding with them, doing stuff, learning tricks. And, you know, the energy that at that age of, you know, 12, 13 years of age where you would channel it into being, you know, the cool kid causing issues, I started just, you know, putting my energy into riding on my bike at the skate park, learning tricks.
So I mean, you've done a lot of tricks, a lot of stunts. You've dislocated elbows. You've been putting a BMX on a helicopter. You've been hanging off cliffs, doing backflips over people, riding off rooftops. I mean, truly, you're the true definition of a daredevil. Like, what's the most dangerous BMX ride that you've done to date?
I rode my bike on a 95-story building in Miami, and there's a video on YouTube. If you search Ryan Taylor rooftop BMX or search Ryan Taylor BMX in Miami, you'll see the video. It's still on there, and I rode it literally on the edge, and the edge wasn't even as big as like, yeah, the edge is like this.
Yeah.
No,
wow.
I rode along the edge. It was
literally that thin. Like, how do you not get nervous before you start doing that stuff, or is it just like you're numb to it now?
Back then, I was so driven by just making crazy videos. I was so addicted to just getting back, editing them, and just looking at how crazy it was. But I mean, I wouldn't bother doing it now. And I got a lot more to lose, and there's a lot more on the line in it. And also, I've done it. There's no one else that's ever done that stuff, unless it was like a big production. They've been paid to do it with safety harnesses and all that. Like, I literally you just grab my bike, grab my camera, put it in my mouth, and just go and film all around the city. And I literally just record on my GoPro all day, get the craziest content, and then get back home and just chop it up into an edit, put it on YouTube.
So are you just more strategic now when it comes to doing it? Because obviously you got a lot more stuff going on for you. You don't want to like overdo it and think like, oh shit, maybe I shouldn't do this today.
Yeah, you know, I've been in trouble a couple of times, and I've had my fair deal of run-ins with the police and the law and stuff. So yeah, we've just, you know, now it's more strategic. Now it's more you know, planned in it more.
Yeah,
it's better.
And have your home in Dubai that you feel comfortable with and all the positivities there.
Exactly.
Exactly.
You know
exactly that. Exactly that. One impressive thing I got to say, like from you, is that I saw your Instagram video where you were driving. You got out the car whilst it was still moving. You got onto the bike, did a few stunts, threw the bike away, got back into the car, and started driving off. Like how, bro? Like how? Like, I'm just impressed. It felt like a magic trick to me.
It's amazing what these content creators can do these days, isn't it?
That's true. That's true. That's true. Did you actually pick up the bike after you drove off after the video was over, or did you just dash it?
If I told you the tricks of the trade, mate, I'd have to kill you.
There was. I hear you, man. So, I mean, look, BMXing, boxing, of course, you got your fight with Anthony Taylor this Sunday in Dubai. You're going to be traveling soon. I mean, what other goals do you have in mind, apart from Charlie Sloth leaving you Dubai and him being able to do shows every day?
Charlie is absolutely touring the whole world right now without me. I've literally, since he's left me, bro, I think we've had like 1 or 2 conversations. He's been on the road every day. And one thing that people don't know about Sloth is like when he's out, he's very hands-on with all of his stuff. Like all his content is creating a lot of it himself. If not actually all of it is creating it all himself. You know, he's got his filmer with him, but like the stuff that you see, the crazy edits and whatever, Charlie does all of that himself. He's a madman behind the computer. Charlie's also partying with the people all the time.
Yeah,
you know, he's got the biggest vodka brand in the world right now, AU Vodka.
Yeah,
and you know, he's really partying with the customers and with his people and with his family. You know, he's then DJing. He's then, you know, out, bro. Literally, the guy doesn't stop. He's a massive motivation for me, bro, and he never slows down.
What's the wildest thing that you've seen him do, like, you know, whilst touring, or is there a story that sticks out that you've seen?
Way too many, and I definitely got to keep that off the camera.
But obviously, like every time's a good time with Charlie.
If you know Sloth, bro, there's no party like a Sloth party, bro. A Sloth party don't stop, man. That's what they say. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I mean, what else is coming up for you? I mean, after your fight with Anthony, what other goals are you looking towards?
So this week I'm literally performing at the Commonwealth Games. I'm gonna be on the opening ceremony. You know, it's a massive opportunity, and we're putting bike life, and we're putting this whole community of riders that we have globally, you know, to a very big platform. You know, the Commonwealth Games is streamed to over like 1.5 billion people. It's a massive, massive thing. So, you know, the Raw family and stuff's going to be there. It's a massive opportunity. And yeah, I mean, if you're watching, you'll see what I'm doing. But it's crazy,
we'll catch you on screen.
It's a mad opportunity that I've been given. And, you know, I'm very, very blessed, and I'm very appreciative that, you know, I was chosen for it. So, man, just keeping shit moving, you know, and Sart is launching this year, my clothing brand as well. So, you know, everything's growing, everything's pushing forwards, and we keep moving always, bro. Self-belief every day. Self-belief,
as said by, you know, the late, great legend of Jamal Edwards. And yeah, man, again, what a legend that he's become. So, Ryan, thank you so much for taking the time to speak to me. And just to end off, you actually have the same name as my actual brother as well.
Ryan Taylor.
No, not Ryan. Well, the first name. We'll call it the first name. Imagine you go on like Ancestry and then go like, oh yeah, you actually got another one. No, but he has the same first name as you.
Yeah, talking about names, I need to make Anthony Taylor change his last name. If he loses this fight, he's got to change that last name, bro. He has to.
Ooh. I mean, you might want to talk to him about that, maybe. I don't know, but I don't
want to chat. I'll chat to him after the fight. I don't want to chat to him before. He keeps messaging me weird things.
Okay, well, I'll let you handle that in the ring with him on this Sunday. Thank you so much for taking the time to speak to me. If you could tell our audience where they can catch you on all the socials, what's coming up for you, the floor is yours, my dude.
Yeah, so guys, thanks for watching. You know, you can get on my YouTube channel, Ryan Taylor BMX, or just search Ryan Taylor on YouTube. You can see everything there, the craziest videos you'll see on YouTube. You know, this weekend I'll be fighting Anthony Taylor on the Wicked and Bad show in Dubai. It's going to be absolutely insane. You know, TikTok, Ryan Taylor, Snapchat, BMX Snapper, Instagram, Ryan Taylor, everything's all there, guys. If you know, you know, innit? But yeah, thanks for your time, bro.
Well, big up to you, and good luck with your fight with Anthony Taylor. Good luck with the Commonwealth, and I wish more success for you, brother.
Thank you so much, bro. Have a good day.
All right, you too, brother. Peace out, man.